and happy Monday. It is the Monday Member Spotlight for the LEAP community, and I'm so excited to introduce everyone to DeDe Jacques, who is a member of the LEAP community, and she is the owner of Account on DeDe. And I'm going to let DeDe tell us all about her business and how she can help entrepreneurs. Take it away, DeDe.
Thanks, Mary. So I have a bookkeeping and tax service. It's pretty much full service. I provide payroll. Sorry, I just spaced. Business structure setup. I can also help with those scary IRS or state letters that they get in the mail most of the time.
Okay, bless you, because I know, I luckily, knock on wood, haven't had one of those letters, but I know people who have, and it just puts the fear of the Lord right into you, right? Because it's like, what did I do? And so one of the things I love about being a business coach is being able to help people find great resources and people that they can use and utilize that take advantage of your skills instead of my skills. My skills are not in accounting and bookkeeping, right? But I love encouraging people to outsource their first contractor to hire a bookkeeper. What are one of the ways that you can help an entrepreneur who is a little hesitant to maybe hire a bookkeeper or thinks I can just do it myself and I'm doing fine? So what would you say to somebody that's in that boat?
That's a great question. So I really focus on trying to tailor my services based on what the client needs instead of always having a minimum, like it's always going to be $300 a month base, plus. Because some people don't need that. Some people are doing fine in doing their own books. Some people just think they are doing fine. So I also offer bookkeeping reviews. I have some clients that'll just come to me about once a quarter, have me review their books, and I charge them generally for an hour, and I do some minor cleanup to make sure everything is really good going forward. I also have ones that just come to me quarterly because they really don't have enough transaction usage that they need a full service. So I'll just do quarterly bookkeeping for them. They get their financials quarterly instead of monthly, but I divide the payment up monthly so that then it's a consistent payment for them and much more manageable usually. So I have a lot of different ways that I can work with a client to help them based on what they actually need and not just what I want them to need.
Yes. I love that. I love that because I know, like me, and you in your business work with a range of business sizes and complexities, right? So I love that you have those flexible options for the little guy and for the bigger guys that are growing and continue to grow, right? So tell us a little bit about how you started your company and how long have you been running your company and where are you located?
So I'm located in South Chandler, but excuse me, about 95% of my clients are remote.
Nice.
I have a secure portal online so that it takes care of any security in that way. But I also, the way I got started, so I say at 49, I finally found what I wanted to do when I grew up.
Love it.
I was able to work with an accountant who had been in business over 30 years, and I was able to learn pretty much almost everything about the business, at least had my hand just briefly, even if it's just a finger, in every area of the business. However, that environment really wasn't the best for me. So 2 years ago, actually 2 years ago this month, I left to start my own business, and a coworker of mine came along with me, and I cannot do this without her. So shout out to Sandy.
Nice.
So I started it January of 2023, which is hard to believe that was 2 years ago now.
Yes.
And just started word of mouth mostly.
Great. I love that. And so what is something that, we are in January of 2025 when we're recording this. So what is something that small business owners need to be aware of in the month of January?
So they really need to be on top of their books for the last year. So I apologize for my throat. One good thing is for them to, whether they have everything in a spreadsheet, they have everything in QuickBooks or another software, is to just really sit aside some time to go through and get everything cleaned up and up to date, because they'll also need to find out if they owe any estimated tax payments. Now, those are due in 2 days from when this is being recorded. They're due on the 15th. But you can still make a late estimated tax payment, which is still better than waiting until April.
I muted myself as I was typing in your websites in the chat here for everybody. So that's great to know, right? So remember those tax deadlines. There's also 1099s are coming up. So
Yes.
I know that's always confusing for people who have contractors. Do I send one? Do I need to send them one? Do you have some general rules for people to follow? I know it might be we need to check with our own bookkeeper or our own tax person, but do you have some general rules about that?
Definitely. What I tell my business owners is as soon as you bring somebody on that you think is a contractor, not an employee, which you can always Google that, IRS contractor versus employee. I guarantee you before you finish typing, the suggestions will come up for the IRS website.
Yes.
It's always the safest way to find out what they really are. But even if they are truly a contractor, as soon as you bring them on, get them to fill out and sign a W-9. Even if you think you're only going to pay them $100 and you're going to be done with them, chances are you could really like their work or you could need them further on. And you are required to file a 1099 the following January if you've paid them over $600 for the year.
Mm-hmm.
So I just say, just have them fill out that W-9 ahead of time before you even pay them. Some people say, well, I have to chase them down to sign it. Well, don't pay them. Then you won't have to chase them. They will sign it because they want their money. But that way you're just protected in case. And then they're also aware. I don't really think it's fair on the contractor whenever business owners come to them in December and say, I need you to fill this out, because maybe they didn't think that it was going to be that much payment or that they were going to have a tax form generated from it. So just do it before you even pay them, and then everybody's aware and safe.
Right. And are there different kind of vendors that would qualify, or is that what you would find under the search for vendor or contractor? That's what sometimes people say, well, is my graphics person, if I hired them to do graphics for me, is that somebody that I need to have a 1099 for? I think that's more of a vendor relationship versus a contractor relationship.
Right. So if it's a person that you are going to their business to get work from them, so like your graphics person, most likely he's providing graphics for many people.
Mm-hmm.
When you're going to him, then you're less likely to need to fill out a 1099 for them. But when you are asking them to come to you or come and do some work for you in a way that maybe they're not doing it for so many people, or you are dictating more of when and how they do things, then that's whenever it's safest to get a W-9. That being said, if somebody does have an S corporation, which is a small business corporation, you are not required to file a 1099. The W-9 still can protect you, at least to have it on hand, but you're not required to file a 1099 if they are an S corporation.
Okay, great caveat, because I had heard that in the past as well. So if people have questions, so you do much more than bookkeeping, obviously, because we're talking about taxes this morning. So you also are able to file people's taxes, correct?
Yes. I also do payroll. And sometimes people just come to me for the 1099s.
Okay, great. Okay, so I put your website in the chat. Is there a place to book a call on your website, or how would somebody just book a call with you?
I do currently have a contact me form on the website, and I'm actually in the process of getting it revamped within the next week or two. So it will actually have a direct booking link. But as soon as they contact me, when I reply, it's got my booking link and my signature line.
Fantastic. So yes, if you're listening to this, make sure you reach out to DeDe to help you get your books from 2024 all cleaned up if you haven't done that already, and she can just give them a once over if you've been doing them yourself and you just want a second set of eyes, or if you need some help just getting prepared for a tax season, right, as a business owner, and making sure that everything is in line and you're going to have some help making sure you're filing your taxes correctly, right? We want to pay taxes just enough, but not more than enough, right? So it means if we're paying more taxes, we grew our business, which is a good thing, but we don't want to overpay taxes, and we want to make sure that we're not going to get one of those scary letters in the mail. So having a professional help us just gives us that peace of mind that it's all taken care of, and somebody that knows what they're doing has looked at it, right? So
right, exactly.
Yes. All right, DeDe. Well, we're going to wrap up quickly here, and I just wanted to make sure again how everybody can get a hold of you. It's on your website, accountondede.com.
Yes.
I'll put that back across the banner here real quick so everybody can see it. Accountondede.com, and you can fill out her contact form and then make sure that you, and she'll reply back to you and you can get a call scheduled with her. And now we're going to do some quick rapid fire get to know you questions. Don't panic. These are easy, right? So what is your favorite, or what would be a dream vacation destination?
Well, I've wanted to go to the Greek islands for a while.
Oh yeah, me too. I'll come with you. I'd love it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes. I just look at that water and it just looks so incredibly blue. I just can't imagine that. Name one business tool that you can't live without.
Probably Excel.
Excel. Nice. Good.
I think that's a typical accountant's answer.
Yes, yes. I love a good spreadsheet too. If you had an extra hour in your day, how would you spend it?
Crocheting.
Oh, fun. What's your favorite thing to crochet? Or do you do all kinds of things?
I do anything that's not boring. So
Okay.
I can't just do straight blankets, anything like that. I actually made my sweater.
Nice.
My favorite thing these days has been I make baby rugs for each of my great nieces and great nephews that are being born.
Oh, nice.
So I'm now working on a peacock and getting ready to start a dragon. And I just finished a sea turtle and a crocodile.
How fun. I love that. I love that. Okay. And last question is, what's your favorite go-to snack?
Probably like a nut and dried fruit mixture. So I have a lot of those little bags underneath my desk, and I can just open them up and get some quick protein, but it has a little bit of sweet in there.
Nice. Very good. Very good. All right. Anything else you'd like to say to the people watching, or anything to the LEAP community?
Nope. Just reach out through my website. Hopefully soon the booking link will be on there, but it is good always to have your books looked over, at least, even if you don't need full service.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Get yourself that peace of mind, that relief, knowing somebody else has taken a look at what's happening in your business and can give you some ideas, do a little cleanup if needed. And if you're ready to get that off your plate, please call DeDe this year and just make that happen. Get that off your list, and then work with a professional like DeDe. So thank you so much for being our Member Monday Spotlight today, DeDe, and we will see you in the LEAP community events.
Bye.
Bye.